After the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, Nellie, a slave to the prominent Hugh family in Blacksburg, was granted her due freedom. Shortly after, she married Gordon Mills, and together they bought land from Gordon's former landowner and pioneered a multi-generational farm in historic African American community, the Nellie's Cave community. The neighborhood was located in the southeast side of Blacksburg, off of Grisham Lane down South Main Street. Many people in the neighborhood had farms and would share their bounty with their neighbors. The elusive cave on the Mills property intrigued early Virginia Tech students and neighborhood kids as they explored the dark void in the ground, also dubbed Nellie's Hole. Nellie provided snacks and hospitality to these adventure seekers up until her death in 1924. Descendants of Nellie's would stay in the neighborhood for generations to come. It continued on as a tight-knit black farming community. All of this would soon change, and the community and crops that once flourished would eventually become a distant memory, all stripped away for the profit of developers. In 1989, Montgomery County condemned 2 acres of private land in the Nellie's Cave neighborhood for the expansion and pavement of Nellie's Cave Road. Before the expansion, the road was just a dirt path, a gathering place for community members to play and share information. There was a basketball net at the end of the street, and cattle roamed freely. The purpose of the road was to provide a thoroughfare between Blacksburg and a new affluent development, Deercroft. In a secret meeting that took place June 13, 1988, developers with Deercroft and county officials met in Owlet Valley, out of the public eye, and decided to condemn the land. Notes from the meeting explicitly stated that the route was unnecessary and would avoid development in established, affluent white neighborhoods. At the time of the condemnation, Joseph Draper was serving as the lead developer for Owlet Valley Associates, the office that also owned Deercroft. However, he was also serving on the Montgomery County Planning Commission at the same time.
So, the power and profit of Joseph Draper allowed him to financially benefit Deercroft at the expense of the Nellie's Cave community.
The Nellie's Cave community didn't just sit back and watch the government inequitably and unconstitutionally take their land. Instead, they band together, like they always had, and formed the organization the Concerned Citizens for the Preservation of the Nellie's Cave Community. Together, they fundraised enough money to file for a $2 million lawsuit that would eventually go to the Supreme Court. The attorney charged county officials with racial discrimination and a constitutional rights violation. Additionally, they cited environmental and traffic reasons against the road, not to mention the clear conflict of interest with developer and planner Joseph Draper, and that the 1983 Montgomery County Master Plan warned against road development in karst areas such as Nellie's Cave. Despite the mounds of evidence against the development of Nellie's Cave Road, in 1992 the case was dismissed, the road was paved, and the community was dispersed. But is anyone really surprised? This type of hegemonic development and systemic racism is commonplace in a democracy that values profit over people. As of 2002, Aubrey and Jimmy Mills were the remaining members of a once flourishing black community. What was previously a dirt path is now the main connector road between Blacksburg and Owlet Valley. Traffic counts have increased 1,000% since the road's development. The unjust development of Nellie's Cave Road is just a microcosm of a greater issue at hand. These type of profit-driven development projects leverage the interests of those with money, power, and status, and erase the history of marginalized communities. The development of Nellie's Cave Road is an example of the delicate and interconnected web of human ecology in the built environment. The Mills family was able to get some monetary compensation out of the lawsuit, and the county created Nellie's Cave Park as an apology, but not many people are aware of Nellie's legacy. Next time you're driving down Nellie's Cave Road or enjoying the park, think about what was sacrificed for this road, and remember that every story has 2 sides.